Hi guys, it's Mew2king, and today Kazuya just came out. Kazuya, the Mishima character, not a Shoto. So I'm going to be telling you all about his moves. I spent about 5 hours on the character, but even before then I was studying the character extensively, so I had pretty good, decent knowledge going into it beforehand. So now I'm going to let you guys know what I've learned over this time to catch you guys up quickly. Before I go on, please take 1 second of your time to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Click the bell icon right next to subscribe to stay tuned for more videos, because more will be coming out at MVG League, the real Mew2king, and MVG VODs. Also, smash.gg/FPS Online, which is over my name tag on my head right now, is going to be the tourney I'm hosting July 1st through 4th in just a few days. So if you want to check that out, that would be much appreciated. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to start off with his special moves. So, you all know who Kazuya is by now. I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably know who Kazuya is right now, because you've definitely watched Sakurai's Direct. So I don't really need to go over that. So I'm just going to give you my thoughts on his moves, because that's probably more what you're interested in, along frame data and other various effects. So I'll get right into it. So this is the laser beam attack. It's called Devil Blaster. If you just press B, you shoot this. Now, this is pretty much, if we're talking about offline, with less input delay than online, I don't think this is really a very practical offline. Now, if you're juggling somebody, like they're in the air, and you're jumping at them, and they're like, oh, crap, I don't want to get near Kazuya, and they're just going to, jump away and air dodge. I was thinking you might be able to, do that as a mix-up, or maybe certain recoveries you can do that. But this particular laser, the jump one and downward angle, that's the only one I really see being very useful, because look at this. I mean, look. That's very if you're playing offline, that's very reactable. So, yeah, I don't really see much, and you can angle it up. I don't really know when you would use anything but this, and that's a maybe. So, yeah, that's my initial first impression of, I mean, yeah, I guess I can, wait, maybe it's 2 frames, so hold up. Oh, man. Well, I'll look more into the, by the way, I'll look more into the frame data and exact hitboxes and stuff at a later time. Okay. Wait, did I turn on invincibility? Oh, I forgot to turn on invincibility. Okay. All right. So that's the neutral B attack. Now I'm going to go over Devil Fist. This is the side B. This punch right here. Now I want to mention this punch knocks you down. I've tried doing things like stun into another stun or stun into a sweep. I looked really hard for cheap back and forth infinites, and they made stun not combo to stun. And if there is a zero def combo, it's some really complex thing with a bunch of different moves. But the basic back and forth stun trip or stun or trip and stuff, that doesn't work. I do want to mention something interesting. When you do this move, so it's first off, this comes out frame 16. It actually comes out the frame before your arm's extended. And then the next frame, and maybe the frame after that, count as the close range hit. And then after that is the tipper hit. So that tipper one sucks. But the ground one, as long as he hits with the first 2 or 3 frames and the opponent's on the ground, then it stuns them. Now, I want to mention that you can forward smash, and Sakurai definitely said in his direct to forward smash, and I'm going to tell you why that's not what you should be doing. The reason you should not be doing forward smash is because whenever you knock them over, no matter what the distance, so even right here, as you can see, because the way they fall over, it's always going to center hit. So you're always getting the weak forward smash. There might be certain matchups where you get the strong one, but I don't know. But as far as I know right now, it's going to be the weak F smash. So if you're going to do the weak F smash, it's actually better to do one of the inputs. This is with or without rage, because the inputs are the same, and coincidentally, it's the best option. So here's some alternative options that I recommend. So after you do the side B punch, oops. Okay, time to cheat. I'm gonna be a dirty cheater. I don't know why I was getting this before I started the recording. All right. So if you press left, forward. Nope, this took longer than I thought. If you do forward, then down, and then either down forward or forward. So I'll just do down forward. And you press and hold the A button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you keep holding it. You do this move. Now, I was a little slow there. That wasn't as fast as you could possibly do it. But this move, as well as the one when you have Rage Drive, which is the same inputs, and it's even 5 frames faster than this one. This move kills pretty early. So if they're at, let's say 70%, it'll kill it, let's say 100% after the hit. This is pretty much better in all the situations all or almost all situations I can imagine, and when you have rage, it's definitely the best. So remember, after you hit somebody with a side B, I strongly recommend doing forward, down forward, and then press and hold the A button. Then you will do either the dragon uppercut attack or the rage drive attack, and I will talk about these moves later. I just wanted to let you know, if you weren't sure what to do after side B, I recommend practicing forward, down forward, and press and hold the A button. Coincidentally, it's good with and without rage because the dragon uppercut and rage drive are both really good. I've tested them both. Now, there is a specific situation where you'd want to like punch them and do down forward Z, and then hit them behind you. If they're not at kill percents, and you want to just hit them way over there, that did 30 damage and send it at a low angle. So that could be good too. Now, those are some things I would recommend. There's also Electric Wind God Fist if you want to do more complicated combos later, but that's different. So those are some good things you can do after the side B. So with that established, that should get you guys started with the character. I'm going to talk about the up B now. So the up B is Devil Wings. This is actually frame 12. This is a frame 12. Frame 12 up B on the air and ground. As you can... actually, before I talk about this, there's something very interesting because I'm going to forget if I don't mention it now. It's his jump. So when he jumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now I can do aerials and stuff. So he's on the ground for 7 frames. He's the only 7-frame jump squat in the game. That's only, like, if I remember correctly, that's only 1 frame slower than Bowser's jump squat in Melee. And only 1 frame slower than Bowser's jump squat in Melee. He is the second slowest jump squat in the entire Smash Bros. Series, only surpassed by Melee Bowser by 1 frame. That's actually crazy when you actually think about it. So, another thing to mention, when he double jumps, watch this. See how his feet... see where his feet are? Now, watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He doesn't actually start rising for about 10 frames. So he basically has a frame 7 jump squat and then a frame 10 double jump in terms of how long it takes for him to actually rise from his previous/current position. Now, this double jump does go really far, but I did want to mention that is a unique feature of him. Kind of like how Yoshi, when he double jumps, he goes down first and stuff. Well, that's similar with him, too. And, you know, when the up B, it's similar. He stalls a bit. Now, this move is a frame 12 move. And it's actually its strongest right at the beginning. And maybe if... I could imagine it being, like, good out of shoe if they maybe land behind you or something. But it's the same speed as up smash. Both up smash and up B are both frame 12. And your shield grab actually is frame 11. You actually might want to opt for shield grab just because you have good... I don't know. It's really hard to say. Like, you don't really have great follow-ups. Kind of like Sephiroth and Wolf. His out of shield specifically isn't very great. So you might just want to roll away and reset neutral possibly. But I did want to mention that. The up B, you could also do certain combos. Combo them in the air, like this, and then do up Bs. So that's something I'm going to talk about later. But that's a easy like 2-hit 40 damage combo real quick. So yeah. Also, when you up B, it uses up your side B. So for example, if I jump side B, double jump, I try to up B, I can't. Or if I double jump up B, I try to side B, I can't. If you use the up B and side B, they share the same slot. If one of them are used, the other one, like, they both count as being used. So you can only use one side B or one up B, but you cannot side B into up B or up B into side B. But other than that, you know, it's pretty much anything goes. Like, you can air dodge or attack or whatever. This is the fastest you can do up B into a mashy attack. If I air dodge up, so that's about how long it takes. So I did want to mention that. Okay. Now, if that established, I'll go into the next move. This move is called Heaven's Door. This move is really good. You have some super armor frames. So if like Sakurai showed where Inkling did the down tilt, I also tested against Sonic's F tilt. Even you absorb both hits. This move comes out on frame 14. This is a grab, and as you can see, that did 21 damage. It's pretty good, but it only gets better from there because when you have rage, it's even better. And there's other types of grab stuff I'll cover soon. But just to talk about this one first, imagine somebody's like shielding on the platform, they're scared of your attacks, and you just jump up and grab them. So this is really good on side platform stages, which is like most platforms are pretty much a side platform for the most part. So if they're ever on a platform and you think they're going to shield your attack, you just jump and grab them. Or if you think they're just going to shield in any situation, you can grab them or do a shield break move. So I really like this move. I think this move's really good. It's very similar to Bowser's side B in pretty much almost every way. Like the way it drags you down, the whole tug-of-war thing, how he dies first. It's basically a carbon copy of Bowser's side B, except In this situation, he has more super armor than Bowser. Now Sakurai already mentioned he has light armor in general, but in the grab situation, he has more armor. Although the move does come out in frame 14 instead of 6, so I did want to mention that too. Now, if he has rage, there's a bunch. Now, just to talk about grabs real quick, since I'm going to transition from special moves to grabs, since it's clearly on topic. First, I'll talk about the normal grabs. Just to remain consistent, I'm going to talk about the basic grabs first. So his grab is like frame 7. It has pretty good range, too. Well, frame 7 grab. Down throw, it combos. However, I do want to mention that if in an actual match, because of this up-close thing, it's kind of like how Sheik's down throw in Melee is so slow, you're always going to react. Since all of his grabs zoom in, you're pretty much always going to react. So that means the opponent is almost always going to hold in or away, usually away. So if you're fighting somebody in a match, they're probably going to do one of those two extremes. So if you're practicing your little training mode combos against no DI, just note that they're probably going to hold in or away. That's also going to mean the combos aren't going to work as long. It's still going to work at the low percents, but it's not going to work at like 50% or these percents that you're not expecting, for example. It's still going to be low percent combos, but it's not going to be mid percent combos, for example. So I did want to mention that that's pretty important. Which is funny because a lot of his other moves, like forward smash, they fly away right away. But with grabs, they're always going to DI. So yeah. So the down throw, combo throw. If they're at low percent, just turn your brain off and press down. And then after that, you want to do either Electric Wind God Fist, or like that, or I mean, there's a lot of moves you can do, but I'm going to talk about this later, but Electric Wind God Fist is going to replace those other moves in a lot of situations, actually. So that's definitely something worth practicing, which I'll talk about later. But you pretty much want to do stuff like that. Or there's other things you can do, like the Nair drags down. You probably just want down throw an Electric God Fist or something. I haven't tested every single combination because the character just came out. I'm sure there's some more optimized combinations and stuff, but I did want to mention that. So yeah. And now we have forward throw. This is for pretty much setting at a low angle. It's probably not going to kill anytime soon. Honestly, I'd say up throw would kill better, so it is like the up throw. Yeah, it's just basic throws. I mean, it's good damage. He has some good damaging throws. And then, of course, you have the back throw right here. You get the up close every time. That does more damage than the other ones. None of these are particularly the most amazing angle. Now, all those, it did like 15 damage, 17 damage. But if you press down forward, or while crouching, press down forward, then down forward. I like down forward because it's easier to remember. You do that. And that's still the same grab. I mean, you lunge forward, so see? It's still the same grab, except you take a step over it. You have more range on it. But of course, you know, you can't do it out of shield and stuff. So it does make sense that they make it do close to double damage. And it's basically a far superior back throw. Imagine back throw at a much better angle doing almost double damage. However, you have to actually spend a few frames to do the inputs, and you can't do it out of shield. So, you know, there are flaws to it too, but it's still fast enough that you can do after like when you stun somebody or have a free hit or trip them or stuff. So I just want to mention that. And then that's pretty much all his grabs, and his pummel's kind of slow, as mentioned. So with that established, now I'll show you what happens if you grab them at 100%. You do that, and this does a lot more damage. That did 33 damage. Now, let's see about how far. Let's say you're both at like a high percentage. Let's say you're at like, let's just say 80%. It's like a good percent. Let's just to give an idea of how strong it is. Damn, that just like exploded him. Well, let's try 70. Keep in mind, this is just a regular grab. This is a rage grab. So imagine you're fighting a Kazuya. He's at 100. Keep in mind, this is the least amount of rage possible. It's likely he'll go even more rage. And then he just grabs you. And this is the down B grab. They both do the same thing. The regular grab, you grab like here, or do down B, they both function the same in terms of this particular move. Like this, bam. And as you can see, if you grab them at 70, it's pretty much going to be... If they're at 70 damage or higher, it's GG. They're dead. 30 plus damage grab. Now, his strongest move besides Tipper... Well, second strongest besides Tipper F Smash is... called Rage Drive. It's forward, down forward, and then press and hold A. Or forward, down forward, press and hold A. Forward, down forward might be easier, but it's going to get you screwed later if you try to learn Electric God Wind Fist, so I'm just going to keep saying forward, down forward. So forward, down forward, press and hold A. Oops. Went too far. Bam. 40.1 damage. Well, that exploded him. Let's try 60%. All right. Yeah, so basically, it probably kills even sooner than that. I mean, keep in mind, he's near the edge of the stage. So let's just say that if they're at like 60 damage, they die. You grab them at 60, they explode. So your win condition is get them to 60, and then they explode. Now, if you want the frame data for this, just to give you an idea. Forward, down. Okay, wait. Forward, down, forward. Press and hold A. So it's... Oh, I messed up, but it's 5... So the way it works is the first 5 frames, it kind of checks if you're holding the A button. And if you continue holding A, then it transitions into the Rage Drive. So the Rage Drive would be a frame 10 move, but because it has to check it the first 5 frames, it's actually 5 plus 10 equals 15. So, in short, it's a frame 15 move. And that's the super grab, of course. So you can either do your frame 7 grab, or you can do dash grab, it's a little slower. The frame 14 down B grab, or the Shoryuken input and press and hold A, which is frame 15 but does major damage. You can also do it out of crowd stats, which I'm going to talk about much later. So those are some benefits of the Rage Drive, besides, of course, Rage being 10... Him always doing 1.1 extra damage. All right, so to talk about Rage, transition right into that. The Rage mechanic, it's 1.1 damage multiplier. And this is in addition to the normal Rage. So he still gets the same Rage other characters do, but it's an extra 10% in addition to that. So he combined that with his extra grab, and it's like, you thought Terry was a comeback character? He's more comeback character than Terry. So... He's replaced Terry for the most comeback character in the game. I mean, makes sense with Tekken having Rage and being known for that stuff, so that's not really too surprising. But I did want to mention that real quick. So you already know about how it does the 10% extra damage. I love doing it. This move looks so cool. A 40 damage grab. Oh yeah, now I remember what I was gonna say. So how do you lose this? So I tested it. If you miss 6 grabs, it goes away. Or if you take 37, let's say more than 37 damage, give or take a percent or two. Well, let's say if you do 6 grabs and miss, or if you take more than 37 damage and miss, that means for every grab you miss, it's 1 grab missing counts about the same as 6. Kazuya receiving about 6 point something percent, like 6. It's 6 point X percent. Good, close enough. So, remember when Sakurai said, oh, well, if you spam grabs, and he showed 3 grabs missing? Well, I mean, I didn't test it in versus mode because I've been in training mode the whole time, but assuming that training mode is the same as versus mode, then it only counts toward the 6 damage. What does that mean? That means, in my personal opinion, missing the grabs is really just not a big deal, and I think you can literally just keep fishing for the grabs and not care, because there's a high chance that, like, you're still gonna... You'll still be good. Now, I mean, of course, you're not going to live that much longer past Rage. And you don't want to just fish for grabs and be obvious. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is don't stress it. In my opinion, you don't have to, it's not something you really have to stress. But it is good that they did a formula to balance it. I think that's the good game design. I just wanted to give you some extra thoughts and insight so it doesn't seem too random to you. Because, knowledge is power and stuff. All right, with that established... When I went over all those things, now I'm going to turn the Rage back off so I don't have this ridiculous multiplier on. I'm going to talk about the 10-hit combo real quick. So if you just hold the A button or mash it, you do this 10-hit combo. Oh, and also if you do so this is the 10-hit combo. Bam, 47 damage. Wow, that's so broken. Or you can do this. Oh, I didn't mean to do it that long, but on the 9th hit it trips. It trips you, and then you can do FOBs. So, why is this actually terrible? Well, if you're in the air, it only hits 3 times, and if you're holding away, literally just holding away on the control stick, no SD I needed, it stops around like the 4th or 5th hit. And it stops around the 4th hit or so. And so that's kind of terrible. And this is a joke move that you probably shouldn't use. I would never recommend a 10-hit combo. It literally loses to holding a direction away on the control stick. So, yeah. I recommend, if you're going to use it, you just do AA, wait, A, because that's 18.9 damage. So, yeah. Now, the Leaping Sidekick, this is his dash attack. It's a frame 15 move, and you see how he's jumping in the air? Well, see how his leg underneath him is blue? Yeah, that move's invincible. So that's an invincible attack. Sweet. And as that was beating, like, you were seeing moves like a lot of his kicks, a lot of his like that, or like I think it was a jump back kick and stuff. Yeah, that one. You were seeing moves like this and this. It was beating moves like Min down tilt and Sephiroth down tilt and like all these other ridiculous interactions that it has no business beating. But it's because they made his legs invincible. By the way, that's a big theme of Kazuya. He has a lot of invincible moves. A lot of invincible moves. So just wanted to throw that out there. So yeah, 15 damage kick. Kicks him away. Lower bodies, it'll just beat anything under you. A lot better than it seems just because of that invincibility. All right. Twin pistons, up tilt. This is a frame 9 up tilt. And so if you do both hits, it's like this. It's like this. Bam, bam. 20 damage, not too bad. Now, normally you would think, oh, well, what if you do up tilt, walk forward, up tilt, just like Ryu in Smash 4? Well, if you do that, for some reason the second one just hits you like nowhere. So they probably thought of that, and it's like, well, what if you do alternate with this and a downward angle F tilt to try to get it? It's like, these like just don't work the way you'd expect. Honestly, you're probably just. I already showed electric wind god fist. You're probably just gonna up tilt once and then electric wind god fist. That move, that electric wind god fist move, is gonna replace a lot of juggle situations. Normally, I'd just be like, okay, up tilt and then figure out this combo, but you might as well just do a 20 damage uppercut. That also leads to things. So yeah. That's what I think. Oh, and as you can see, your whole upper body is invincible. So if you know that you're fighting somebody that's literally just going to jump in on you, this is a good option because your whole upper body is like consistently invincible. That's always really nice, of course. Now, the roundhouse to triple spin kicks. Right here. Bam, 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 bam. This is pretty good damage. And if you're at the right percent, this may or may not combo on Sonic. It wasn't a training mode combo. See, right there, it killed him. But like, I tested this in slow-mo. He can jump out like 1 frame before, but some characters, when they tumble in the air, also if like it's a combination of like their weight, their falling speed, and like the way they tumble in the air. So and rage and stuff. So it's sometimes, basically what I'm saying is sometimes that's gonna work and sometimes it won't. It's based on a lot of variables, especially the matchup. So sometimes that can link. Anyway, this move, the roundhouse. And you can move the control stick very slightly, like slight up toward, and it still works. And his first leg sweep's invincible. Really good damage. It's like 28 damage. But yeah, I wish it comboed a little bit easier. Like if this, it just it doesn't training mode combo, but it's on the border of sometimes barely comboing or barely missing a combo. It's like on that borderline, you know. Also, if you could even use it neutral if you wanted, and then like if they wanted to block all 4 hits. You can just be like, no, I'm just going to stop. And then, you know, if they're waiting for the 4th hit and you don't do it, they'll be caught off guard maybe. And, you know, it's not that bad. But yeah, I feel indifferent. I don't have any strong feelings about it. I don't think it's amazing or terrible. I kind of feel indifferent. Now, this is the Ganon F tilt. Frame 12 F tilt. Basically, Ganon's F tilt, except Ganon's is a little bit faster and his has more range. I would say his is better. Now, here's why. This move comes out in frame 12, but it actually lingers a bit. So, wow. Domo, do you have the controller? All right, just stand up at a random time and hold shield on from the ledge. Bam. And it just kicks you. And even if I do it like I want to show you that it lingers too. So do it again. See? That was the lingering hit, and it's still like it was only a little bit weaker. So, it's like a frame 12 attack, and you can literally just press the move when you see any change in movement. It's kind of like Sephiroth's F-tilt, except it comes out 2 frames faster and hits even harder. So you know how Sephiroth can just F-tilt you on the ledge? Yeah, Kazuya can do the same thing. The only difference is like, of course, since Sephiroth's F-tilt's longer, Sephiroth can also cover ledge roll depending on the matchup, whereas Kazuya doesn't. But it's still really good that you can threaten such a strong option, because normal stand is a really strong option. At least you can threaten offline. So you can threaten that offline on reaction. So that's really, it's always nice to have that tool, like a consistent tool. And because it lingers, it's consistent in the angle it sends. It's just a really nice angle. Like, look, he was at 90%. I don't even have rage yet. I have 90 damage. We were both at 90 and it killed him. My move's a little stale too. Like, that's a pretty strong F-tilt. I would say having that in his toolkit as a mix-up, like, they have to be scared to use that option, which you know, that's always nice when they're scared to use a certain option. Or if they're unaware of you knowing that, you can use it there. So that's why I think that's good. You can also do things like that into that. So yeah, I actually like that move. I like that move, particularly for that situation that I just showed you. Now, with that mentioned, I'm going to use Tsunami Kick. Tsunami Kick, this is a shield break move. So, shield. So that does about the same shield break damage as down smash. They're about equal. It's more than half your shield. So this will always do more than half your shield. If you have a fresh shield, you'll be fine. But it is pretty good on the shield for that reason. This move is the first kick right here is 1 frame slower than this, and the up tilt happens to have more frame advantage. So so as you can see, the up tilt, it comes out 1 frame faster, is invincible, and it actually has more frame advantage. So this move is just strictly better, except this move has the shield break property. So if you're actually going for the juggles, based on what I've seen so far, now I could be wrong, but you know I haven't seen a reason to be wrong yet, based on my current information. I think this one is better for the pure juggles, whereas this one, this one is better in the sense that like if they're on the ground, you could just break their shield. Now I don't know how this will go in actual fights. I just know that this breaks shields and that breaks shields. So I mean, I don't think it's a superior juggling tool, but yeah, just wanted to mention that's what I know so far. So now this Stature Smash. And this move's really interesting. Sakurai didn't really like it, but it's a move that's very interesting, one to explore it more. This move trips you. It's like, I think it's frame 13 or something, and it trips you. Now, a lot of people have been like, okay, what about, and you buffer side B? Well, this, Domo, just hold left or right on the control stick. See, you buffer, if you literally just hold left or right on the control stick, you buffer frame perfect invincibility, and it takes absolutely 0 skill, which means that's always going to happen. Or not always going to happen, but it's going to happen the vast majority of the time. Which means going for side B is generally pretty bad, because it only mixes up like a hard read or them just not pressing a button, and those are both going to be very rare situations. So yeah, that's not true. You have to use a move that's either frame 12 or faster. I think you have to frame 12 or faster or 13 or faster. So some options is the roundhouse, which I haven't shown yet, but like this. You can do this kick, or the Oni kick I just showed, or you can do more complex things like down, forward, down, forward B. Like that punch, like that does a lot of damage. If you execute, that takes more skill, but it's another thing you can do. I'm not sure if you could do the... oh yeah, you could also do the grab, the 32 damage grab I showed earlier. That's another option you could do. Or you could do the Electric Wind God Fist. So in my opinion, those are some good options you could use after this. But no, you cannot do anything where you do trip and then stun them. That particular combination does not work. So I recommend one of those things that I just said. Based on my current knowledge, that's what I would recommend. Now, back in A, you do Flash Tornado. Sakurai really like this move. I think it's frame 12 or something. I don't remember exactly. But it's a pretty quick... It's like 11 or 12. It's a quick roundhouse kick. And your upper body is invincible. This is the basic move. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, this is the basic kick. Huh. Not much to say about it. Jump back kick. This is 1 frame slower than dash attack. This is basically like dash attack, except it's like a little bit better in terms of like your invincibility and stuff, but it's basically a 1 frame faster dash attack that makes you jump backwards. Just to beat other moves. Pretty self-explanatory, you know? Frame 14, I believe. Or something like, yeah. Now, I'm going to show some crouching moves. We showed what it was if you press the down, the C stick, or tilts and stuff. Oh, wait. I totally missed that move. All right, I totally missed the down tilt. The Nigiri Uraken, if I'm saying that right, I don't know. Totally missed down tilt, but you do this. I don't remember exactly. I think it's frame 16. I'll find out literally right now. 16, and as you can see, you have invincibility like 4 or so frames before it comes out. And this move actually is good in the sense that like if you hit them, match double jump, Domo. After I hit you. See, you see where he jumped? You clearly had time to follow up with another move. So there's other follow-ups, like you could do the Electric Wind God Fist. Depending on the situation, you might get like smash attacks and stuff. So it does have some follow-ups if you get it. And with the invincibility just before, oh, and shield it. It's not too bad on shield because it pushes you back. I tried, like Sonic cannot shield grab that. You could probably like buffer fair to shield and stuff. But try buffer fair to shield. Sure, hot fair. Just jump and hold C stick forward. Oops. Alright. Try again. Wait, what the heck? Wait a minute, he can... This is weird. Dude, he can press down C to start his down tilt, but he can hold shield and cancel it. That's so weird. I've never seen that property in a move. Unlike a tilt move. That's so strange. If you hold R early, you just cancel it. I've never seen that anywhere. Okay, let's try again. Okay, yeah, you can easily just buffer fair, as I thought. So yeah, it's okay. And no, it's not amazing, but it's okay. It follow-ups. All right, so now to talk about crouching. Now, for crouching, you have to be crouching for at least 6 frames. If you're crouching for at least 6 frames, then it lets you do the forward and A, Tombstone Crusher, or the crouch jab, or the crouch spin kick, or the rising punch. Now, I'll go over those in that order. So, Tombstone Crusher first. This is a really strong move, just to give you an idea. Look at that. Sonic was only at 70%. What's the frame of that again? Actually, 1 second. Was it 14 or something? This is frame 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yo, you could... Oh my god, yo. I have an idea. Hey, Domo, do normal stand from the ledge. Yo, you could all... Yo, remember the F-tilt? You could also do that. I did it too fast. It doesn't linger as long. Okay, so it doesn't linger as long, but you have to be more accurate on timing. The F-tilt's still probably better for it. But I just wanted to say, this move has it. You have invincibility like the whole time. Here, check this out. Look at the blue. He's so invincible. He's just gonna beat other moves. He has a lot of this stuff, but yeah. So that's basically like a smash attack. It's for most characters. This is basically a down smash. Imagine like a Mario down smash or something. Even though it's not his down smash, this is his down smash. But yeah, that's basically like a down smash, and just it's strong and has good range, but slower frame data. Now the crouch jab, it's only 1 frame. This jab is 6, but the crouch jab is a 7. So it's just basic move. Like you could just follow up with like probably Electric God Wind Fist or the Demon or whatever move you want. Well, not literally any move you want, but yeah, pretty basic. I mean, pretty straightforward, fast jab, and I would say it's better than your regular jab because this gives you more freedom to do other moves. Whereas if you jab and you hold shield, but if you hold jab and hold, well, I guess it's not that different. But look, yeah, it is different because this pops you in the air. So I'd say the crouch jab is better than your regular jab, even though it's 1 frame slower. So down and A, back is where you do this kick. The benefit of this is that this move lingers for quite a while, maybe like 6 frames or so. So if you think the opponent's like, try to run at me. Well, just try to run at me. I mean, the thing, it's hard to show an example, but if you think they're going to run at you early, I could just do this move a little early. I'm not really showing it well here, but just to show how the move works. 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, and it's just out for like 6 or so frames. So yeah, this is hoping people run into it. How strong is it? Oh. And it's not very strong, so I don't know what I think about it. Now the demon. This move. If you release down and A, if you're crouching and you release down and A at the exact same frame, you do it. Or you could even just wait a little bit and like when you're uncrouching, you do it. Now just to show you the window you have, the same frame as release down and A, that works. Or you can even uncrouch, then wait a bit in A. Look. Doesn't that look stupid? I'm releasing the down, and then I'm waiting, and then pressing A. See, look, if I wait this long, I jab. But if I wait this long, I still do it. So they made it super free. But yeah, this move, I don't remember the exact frame. It's like 14 or something. It's oh my god, frame 3 invincibility or something. 1, 2, 3. Wait, is that frame? It's frame 2 invincibility. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait. It's like 13 or 14. Yeah, it's 13, and this move gives you a free hit. So basically, any move you want, it's just going to give you a free hit. So probably you want to do either a forward smash or a rage drive, or unless you know some electric wind god fist combo. So probably one of those 3. Either a rage drive grab, forward smash, or electric wind god fist into some combo. Definitely probably going to be between one of those 3, most likely. So yeah, wanted to mention that. I don't know when I'd use it, but here, try to shield this. See, it has a good amount of stun. So, like, you can actually push them back. It is pretty good stun. So as long as you're even moderately spaced, you should be fine. I don't know when I'd use that in, like, well, actually, no, what am I saying? Frame 2 invince... What am I saying? Well, yeah, frame 2 or 3 invincibility. That's crazy, dude. He just spams. This guy just spams invincibility frames, man. All right, now to talk about the smash attacks. His strongest move is this forward smash. Oh, that's what kind of... Okay, let's do the weak one. Oh, it's hard to show because it makes him do other tilts. So yeah, that kills around like 60, no DI, just under 30 damage. But let's lower that percent. Let's lower it to like 40. Let's do 40%. See how strong the real strong hit is. Oops. This is a frame 25 attack, by the way. That killed at 40. So the weak hit kills at 60, and the strong hit kills at 40. So that's really good. So yeah, that's a really good option. I wonder what it is off charge release. 1 second. That's frame 20 on release. That's too slow. Can't do it on release. Yeah, 25 attack, very strong, very, very, very strong. This is the tipper is your strongest attack, but the center hit one is not your second strongest attack. All right, now I'll do up smash. Up smash is a frame 12 up smash. It's really good because it's over 20 damage for it's over 20 damage and it's a high speed. So it's just a simple frame 12 up smash with a high damage. It's not super strong though. Like, it's not weak. Like, it's not weak, but it's also not strong. It's pretty much what you'd expect for a move of this speed. You know, it's pretty much what you'd expect for a move of that speed. Now, down smash is kind of the move that kind of does it all. It's a frame 17 down. I don't know why I keep doing it. Frame 17 down smash. This move combos into other moves. For example, electric wind godfist. Let's just pretend I did that electric wind godfist after that. Look, see what this is how fast you can act. So this is gonna combo into that electric uppercut or whatever. And also, if you shield it, it does more than 50% of a shield. It does. If you fully charge it, it still does. It's very similar to Sephiroth's down smash. It either has the exact same shield break ability or very, very, very slightly more than its uncharged. The uncharged down smash tipper. So imagine Sephiroth's down smash and compare it to this one. It's basically the exact same shield damage, if not slightly more for him, assuming no wings. And Sephiroth's has way more range, of course, but his is better in all the other ways. That's like one good way to think about it. So it combos. It does damage to shield. That's just good. Oh, yeah, and get on the ledge. By the way, for those that don't know, Sonic has a very low ledge hang. And as you can see, look, I want you to look at his hand. As you can see, his hand is clearly not touching the ground. Grab ledge again? All right. But, so if you stand right here, and he spikes you. Keep in mind, Sonic has the lowest or one of the lowest ledge hangs in the entire game. Like, top 10 lowest ledge hang, for those that don't know. And he's still able to get him. And since hitboxes are circles and not squares, and same with hurtboxes, that means the exact position that both characters are standing, or he's standing in this case, since they're always going to be in the same position from the ledge. The exact position you stand matters since you need the circles to overlap. It was that level of difficulty on Sonic. It'll be much easier on the average character. So you just stand like around that distance or so, and from the ledge, and you just do it, and it'll more easily hit the vast majority of the cast. So I wanted to give that information for you for competitive purposes. So, with that said, we did all the smash attacks. Now I will go straight into the aerials. As I already mentioned, his 7-frame jump squad and like takes 10 frames to move double jump. But to start with the jumping knuckle, this move is real interesting because you do it here. Oh well, let me show you some low percent. Let me show you a low percent combo real quick. There's some interesting stuff here I'd like to show. Let's get the opponents. Let's just say low damage. Let's just say 10% or so. If you do nair fair, you could do either nair fair nair. Well, I guess you need to be at 0 because I have rage. Oops. So nair fair nair. That's one thing. Or you could do nair fair up air. Now I don't expect this. Now just so you know, don't expect more than 2 hits to work in a match. You'll get lucky if you can get 3. The reason I say this is because people can just hold the control stick away once they realize they're getting hit. And they just be like, well, I'm getting hit. I'm just going to hold away because that's usually what you do on combos. So yeah, they could just, that's usually not going to happen. But I'm just showing that, hey, that can happen. See? This move is a frame 8 move. And it also spikes. Now, I want to mention something interesting about this move is that at high level play, one of the traits about this move is that it can drag down. So full hop in the air. and then you get a combo. You could just do a fast attack. So yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of combinations that you can do, you know, depending on what you think, how much advantage you have. Like, this is, by the way, I do want to mention that this drag down is going to be better, especially the drag down nair combos. Like, you nair, and then, watch, just to show you, I'm gonna hit you with the nair, and I want you to shield after a full hop, and then, you know, I'm gonna nair you, and then just hold shield like you did earlier. That's how much stun he's in. If you're really fast and you're fighting like a floaty, like a Luigi or something, you can do like this move to trip them, and then do other combos like Electric Wind God Fist or stuff. But I just want to mention, if you're fighting a floaty, you definitely want to drag down nair the floaties. If you're fighting a floaty, you definitely want to try, if possible, to drag down nair them. But even on a midweight, it's like you can try threatening like the fast options, like just pick any move you have that has fast frame data, and just go for it. Or Wind God Fist if you're not sure. But if you're like, oh well, I know the opponent's scared of my drag down nair into like whatever scary move I'm gonna do, but you know the opponent's they're scared. My opponent's scared. They're gonna shield. Then you could just do one of your shield breaks, like a shield break move, or whatever it was that I showed, the shield break move that I showed earlier. Or one of your amazing grabs. You have a ton of them that I showed earlier, so you can do one of your amazing grabs. So it's still a mix-up game which favors you. So even if you mess up or you don't think you're going to get the guaranteed combo off the drag down nair, depending on, you know, all the circumstances of the details of that situation, it's still a really good situation for you. So based on all of what I just said, what I'm basically saying is that it's really good in general because of the guaranteed combo / the mix-up position and positional advantage that you have. So I would say that's one of the best uses of nair that most people probably wouldn't have thought of normally. It also spikes, but everyone knows that because Sakurai said it. Now, to move on to his other moves, forward air. Did I turn on the... Yeah, okay. So his forward air has a little bit more range than it looks, as you saw. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a kick, and it auto cancels here. And it's not much to say. I mean, it's just a kick that you space. So if you just want to just space the move, you can just space the move. It's pretty straightforward. Not much to say. Same frame data as nair, frame 8. It's just a kicky space. And then you have back air. It's a few frames slower. I think it's like frame 11 or something. And I'm pretty sure, something like that. And it's basically, as Sakurai always does, the back airs are slower frame data and stronger than the forward airs. So that's pretty much what it is. Slower, stronger one. You could probably, depending on the situation, you could probably if you throw them here, try to get... well, you could probably do some... If you're really fast and grab the wedge immediately after them, I was thinking another thing you could do. You can threaten that too. But, I mean, you don't have to do that. I'm just saying it is an option. Okay, now it's up air. Rising toe kick. This move is frame 4. It's a frame 4 up air. I already showed the combo earlier. Unfortunately, it's balanced out by the fact that his jump squat is 7 frames, which means doing it out of shield is... Doing this out of shield is frame... it's like frame 11 out of shield, because it's 7 plus 4. But it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a quick kick upwards. You know, just beat him upwards. Invincibility, because it wouldn't be Kazuya without invincible legs. And then you have Demon Scissors. This move, I think it's frame 17. I could be wrong, but something like that. It doesn't linger the whole time, so I'm not so sure about doing something like this. It really depends on the situation. But this is really good to stall. Like, if you think you're going to stall, just if they read you and they just dash away or space you sideways or shield, just like Bowser's down air. And think of it like a Bowser down air, like a slightly weaker Bowser down air. You could think of it kind of like that, like a better Ridley down air or a slightly weaker Bowser down air, something like that. And that's probably a good way to think about it. But you've seen moves like this all the time. It's not really much to say. Pretty straightforward. All right, with that said, I'm now going to talk about the moves that I think with him are actually broken. That's right. Demon's Wrath. Oh, frame 18, 22 damage. Strictly worse than this in every way competitively. All right, no, jokes aside. Let's go over his taunts. All right, that's my first time actually seeing this taunt. All right, now that I went over taunts, I'll talk about his actually broken moves. I already showed Rage Drive and stuff, so now... Well, your favorite part, command inputs. And by the way, besides Gates of Hell, which is down for, besides this one, besides that one, every single input is forward, down, forward. Now, I do want to mention that I also tested this more extensively at frame-by-frame inputs. You don't have to actually do forward, down, forward. You could do forward, down, forward. And that'll work for everything except Electric Wind God Fist. Which means that learning it the way I just described probably isn't recommended, because if you're actually going to use this character, you have to use Electric Wind God Fist, which means you have to learn it the right way. So I'm going to start by showing what forward, down, forward does, like the Shuriken input. So what does it actually do? Well, get ready for one of the most broken moves ever. Forward, down, forward. What is this move? I'm invincible on frame 1. Frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, frame 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of full upper body invincibility. I'm shorter than a Pikachu. I'm basically going to evade almost every single projectile, like almost every single move with this type of invincibility. Now, frame 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, I can be hit. And then my shield starts here. By the way, the stand-up frame, the shield actually comes out 1 frame before the bubble in this game, in Smash 4, so it actually shielded the frame before this bubble. But yeah, it's only 19 frames total time. Just to give you an idea of 19 frames total time, that's the same speed as Marth's down tilt in Melee, where Marth can do a little bit more than 3 down tilts per second if he's perfect. He can do more than 3 crouch dashes. And from crouch dash, you can do a bunch of things. So if you're just gonna, so I'll just show you. This move is insane. This is basically why he's like a Mishima or whatever you call it. So he could basically cancel this out of other attacks, like a whole bunch of other attacks, which I'm gonna show you soon. He can cancel it out at any time. So let's say forward, down, forward. Look, he's doing that. But if I press the A button right now, I'm already starting my other move. But look, the other move starts with invincibility. You're gonna see this as a repeating theme of his command inputs. A lot of his moves start with invincibility. So you can cancel this out with Wind God Fist, Electric Wind God Fist, Dragon Uppercut, or Spinning Demon to left hook, or the Rage Drive. So a whole bunch of different moves you can cancel out invincibility, and you cancel it out with moves with more invincibility. So it's invincibility into invincibility, and some of those mix-ups are grab. Or you can just not do a grab or anything. You could just take movement. So let's say you're doing something like this, or whatever attack, and the opponent's like, well, I'm just gonna back up and wait for you to miss your attack. And then they back up, right? But then you could just take stage, and then be like, okay, well, I know you're scared of my attack. You're gonna wait for me to whiff. So I'm just going to move forward, and then I'm going to move forward again. And now you're the one cornered, and now the risk reward is bad for you. Like, you could just do things like that as, like, adaptions and stuff, or just move back and stuff. So the fact that you have this as a tool is amazing. So I already mentioned earlier how, like, this reflects projectiles, and this can go under projectiles. So it's not as easy as just camp him, because he can reflect projectiles, and he can go under projectiles and just approach you. So this character is... I really think this move, this crouch dash, and what it leads into is going to be really, really important. So to talk about some of his moves... Forward, down, forward, A. I make this mistake often, but there's a Wind God Fist is forward, down, forward, A, and the Dragon Uppercut is forward, down, forward, press and hold A. So if you want to see what this is in slow motion, forward, down, forward. Oh, I'm gonna try again. Forward, down, forward, and then A, because I don't want to do the electric one yet. If I keep holding it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it changes now. Oh, sorry. I made a mistake in showing that, but just to restate that, if you press and hold the A button for more than 5 frames, then you will do the Electric God Fist. So when it says press and hold the button, that really means press and hold the A button for more than 5 frames. So if you're accidentally holding the button for 5 frames, or like 5+ frames, then you do one thing. But if it's less than that, then you do the original move. So I'm going to start by showing Wind God Fist. Now, Wind God Fist is the move you don't want to do. It's a good move. Don't get me wrong. This is a good move. See? It punches up. The only problem with the move is that Electric Wind God Fist is just a slightly more damaging, safer on shield, and more frame advantage version of the move. Kind of like in Tekken, where in Tekken you had to learn Electric Wind God Fist. Well, this is the exact same thing, where you pretty much have no choice but to learn Electric Wind God Fist if you're going to be a Kazuya player. So this is this is the basic one. This is the easy one. Now, the Electric Wind God Fist. Let's see if I can get it. Oop. I have to press A. You have to think of it as pressing. You have to think of it as like pressing A around like the same time as like the down forward. It's like you think of it like you're walking toward them, and you kind of like do like the down forward A in your mind at like the same time, and don't hold. Yeah. So that's what I do. I walk forward them, and I in my mind I'm kind of like down forward A at the same time. Kind of is like how you're thinking of it in my. That's how I thought of it to get it, and just to show in slow motion. In Tekken, it's a 1 frame input, but in this game it's a 2-frame input, but it feels almost the same. To show, you have to actually press forward, down, and hold down forward and A. If you do hold down forward and A on this frame, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, by the way, notice how that entire time I was fully invincible. Really broken. So you saw what happened there. Now I want to show it. There's one more way to do it. It's forward, down, down, forward, and then hold down forward again, and then also hold A on this frame. And that... Well, I might have messed up. Let me try again. Forward, down, down, forward, and then I hold down, forward, plus A. Did I make a mistake earlier? I was getting this earlier. 1 second. Okay, I was right. Yeah, I messed up somewhere. I don't know where I messed up. But yeah, it's a 2-frame window there. But basically, it's forward, down, forward, plus A at the same time, or forward, down, forward, and then down, forward, plus A at the same time. Either of those work. Although, I just kind of think of it as like one quick thing. I'm sure there's somebody. I'm sure somebody who plays the character more than me. They might have a different method than what I just said. I mean, what I just said worked for me, but somebody more consistent, they might teach you a better way. I just wanted to show that info real quick. So it's a quick punch, and as you can see, some of the benefits of it is that you're invincible the whole time. So like pretty much every move you do out of crouch dash, no matter what it is, it's basically invincible the whole time or almost the whole time at pretty much your whole or almost your whole body. So basically, you get to go into them with invincible approaches. Kazuya gets to just go in with invincible moves. So, just to show you something... Oh, well, let me continue showing the last move real quick, and then I'll show you how to connect these together real quick. So, forward, down, forward, press and hold A. If you do that, you do that move. And this is much stronger than your up smash. This is a great way to kill, and you can do it after that, for example. If you're at like 70%, like... Let's get him to 70% just to show you an idea of like, oh, well, how strong is this really? Let's, He was at 70. Keep in mind, I'm still under rage. I don't have rage yet. Well, I mean, to be fair, if I had rage, it would be a different attack. So I guess that's kind of pointless. But look, I don't even have rage. Bam. I believe this is a frame 20 attack. But look how much invincibility you have when you do this. Forward, down, forward, hold A. Do you see that? Do you see how there was one frame in the middle where I was vulnerable? For some reason, they wanted exactly one frame where I was vulnerable. And then this whole thing, I'm invincible until I hit you. That is 19 out of 20 frame. If frame 20 is the move that hits you, if this is frame 20, as you can see, I'm invincible the moment I hit you. 19 out of those 20 frames are fully invincible. Just to think about that. You see how I'm blue like the whole time? I'm basically Sonic. We're Sonic doing. He's Kazuya doing me right now. He's Kazuya doing me. Look, we're both blue. Like it's ridiculous that they just make all this fully invincible. So now you want it to look extra funny. All right. So oh, by the way, before I forget to mention, forward, down, forward. You can midway through if I wanted to, I could do. Well, you can cancel it early, but... okay, I'm just going to show you the interesting thing. I said. Okay, so check this out. Forward, down, forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now, extend it. I was invincible that entire time. Except for one frame where my full body wasn't invincible, and certain frames where, like, the crouch dash only, I'm super low to the ground. You saw how much invincibility... I basically go from point A to point B with almost full protection. Not quite full protection, but a very high, ridiculous amount of protection. But Mew2king, they could just shield my attack. Okay, so what if I got one more damage? Then you can do this. The same input as the dragon uppercut. Forward, down, forward, press and hold A. Bam! So let's see that in slow motion, just so you can get the idea. Whoops. Forward, down, forward. Press and hold A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, this isn't invincible, of course, but I can do it at any moment, so I can do it like this, right away. See, like, what's my crowd stash? I'm doing it right away, or I can delay it like this. So look, so let me show you something. Just to show you the differences, I can do it pretty much right away like this, or I can wait a little bit. Now I can't wait long. I can't wait too long because, see, if I wait too long, I just F tilt. But look, this is how long I can delay it. That's how long I can delay it. So I can actually mix it up. And it's not like I'm forced to do that grab. But at any moment, I could invincible approach you with not full, but almost full invincibility. Or invincibility for a ridiculously long time. And then do a 40 damage grab that kills you at like 6. That'll just erase your existence. When was this kill? Like, look. By the way, this 40 damage grab, this only works on the ground. So you have to do the dragon uppercut inputs, the forward, down, forward, press and hold A. You have to do that, and you have to be on the ground in order to get this. If you're going to do an air grab or any grabs that are without rage, then in either of those circumstances, you cannot do it. I mean, you can grab them out of the air, but yeah, just to show you, you have to be 100 damage plus, and then do the inputs, and you have to be on the ground for that to work. But I mean, even your other grabs aren't that much worse. I mean. Like, this is just the basic grab is, like, not even... That's the basic grab with Rage. Like, there's a lot here. Oh, and then you have the Spinning Demon to left hook. Just to show that one in slow motion. I think this... If you execute this really fast, I think it can be good after, like the sweep kick or something. I'm not fully sure the best situation, but the fact that you have invincibility is also really nice. Personally, I think a lot of Kazuya's best options is he's going to be using Crowd Stash a lot because it's an invincible approach that you could like do other things out of, and then you could attack out of it. And they can't react to Crowd Stash. Like by the time they see it, you're already doing something else. So it's an unreactable mix-up. So you can just go in and then do an attack, and then sure, if they miss it, you know, you're vulnerable. But if you connect it, it's 40 damage. And, you know, keep in mind, this is only with 100 rage. I mean, I could even have a little bit higher rage. I mean, not that much more, but yeah. So yeah, overall, some of his best moves is Crowd Stash for sure, Electric Wind God Fist, which, by the way, almost every juggle you do, a lot of combos that you do, a very, very, very large amount of situations that you do is going to involve the Electric Wind God Fist. So if you want to be a Kazuya player, you pretty much have no choice but to master that. And if you're going to ask, should you use Kazuya? Well, my question for you is, are you good at Electric Wind God Fist? And if the answer to that is yes, then Kazuya is a good choice for you. And if the answer to that is no, then Kazuya is probably not the best choice for you. But even then, like, just getting high rage and then just even doing something as simple as, oh, I'm just going to grab you. Well, like, just high rage and I just grab you? But that's just a basic grab. And you can do that. So, honestly, I think this character is really good. I think he's arguably the best Shoto... No, I'm just kidding. The best FGC character. The best... he's the best Mishima character in the game. I think we can all agree on that. Alright guys, so that's my thoughts on Kazuya. I hope this video was very informative to you. I hope this video caught you up to speed. Please do me a favor before leaving. Please do me a favor and click that subscribe button and click on the bell icon right next to subscribe to stay updated for more future videos. And take 2 seconds to check the YouTube description because I'll have things like my event, smash.gg/FPSonline, which is, if you're watching this video shortly after it comes out, then that'll be this July 1st through 4th. There's going to be... some videos on MVG VODs on YouTube, some Kazuya Dida exhibitions that you guys might be interested in, and prizes for the highest place in Kazuya players. So if you're interested in Kazuya, of course you are, because otherwise you wouldn't have got to this point of the video, you should definitely check out FPS Online. Even consider joining. And if you guys are interested in coaching and you want to get better at Smash, in my opinion, I'm a very good teacher. I can break things down for you. Even if I don't play a particular character, I feel like I just understand how to teach, in my opinion. And I've had good feedback from my students so far. Metafy.gg or metafy.gg/@Mew2king. Consider checking it out. Well, with that said, thank you guys for watching. Don't want to waste your time. hope you enjoyed the video and expect more content to come. I'm going to be working on FPS now and a few more videos. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.